Hey everybody, Coach Jorge Capestany here, and I got my lovely wife Marty. Today's little video lesson we're going to share with you has to do with the types of stances that you hit when you strike a tennis ball. So this is a question that came to us on our website. The question specifically asked, like, is one stance better? What are all the stances? Just kind of a general question. So I like to teach it in terms of 3 different types of stances, and I'll demonstrate them here. The old traditional, which is what I call closed, which used to happen quite a bit, is when my feet get turned like this, okay? That my leading foot is a little bit more to a crossover from this one. So I call this closed, okay? It still happens in today's shot, or in today's game. That's a common, not as common, but it's still common. You have what I call, this was the closed. The neutral is where those feet are kind of square. They're not stepping over, but they're more like this. I call this more of a neutral. And then the last one I call an open, which is, this foot's actually back. Okay, so we got closed. This would be about neutral. This would be open. Now, what's better? I really think that depends on the type of ball that you're receiving. Here's what we know for sure. The best players in the world, the pros, they do all 3 of those things depending on the shot they receive. You're not going to hear some tour coach saying, oh, that's wrong, or open is wrong, or close is wrong. It just depends on the situation. Here's some general thoughts. The more you're moving forward, if your body weight, the more you're going to be closed or neutral. The more that you're backing up, the more likely you're going to be opening up. All right. We also know that two-handed backhand players almost on a higher percentage, because their leading shoulder is attached and it's getting pulled back. These tend to be closed more often than forehands, where forehands, my leading shoulder is not attached. I don't have to bring it all the way to here. I can just go here, so it's a little bit more like that. So I think they're all good. For sure, if I hit an open stance forehand, I'm in a little bit better position to recover. If I hit a closed stance, I'm likely going to have to take this break step and go. So for recovery purposes, open stance, I think most people would agree is better, but it's not possible in every shot. So what I want you to do, Marty, is you're just going to rally with Carly. I'm going to just call. I'm going to call what I see, and just do what you normally would do. Neutral. Okay, we're looking at Marty's feet here. Open. That's right. If it goes out of play, gals, just pop one in. Okay, that would be open. Open. Closed. That was a backhand, by the way. Open. Okay, so we're seeing the trend here. It's already developing, which is on the forehand side is where you're going to see more often the open stance. On the backhand side, it's more often the closed stance. Are there open stance two-handed backhands? Yes, Serena does that a fair amount, and some other players do it. Usually it's not something that they try out of necessity, or it is out of necessity, that's something that they try. So the short answer to the stances is there's really 3, and no, I won't say that one's wrong and one's better, because it really all depends on what you receive. One thing I will kind of end up with is I think that a lot of people on the open stance, there's 2 ways to get into that open stance. One way, say I'm hitting a forehand, is to do what I call a step out. So my right leg steps out and I'm in position. So this is the position of open, okay? Step out with the right leg, I got there. The other way is I step away. Okay, this time I stepped out, this time I stepped away. Okay, either way gets you there, but I think if you're moving to the left, especially for the big forehand hitters, they get to that open stance quite often by just kind of dancing over here, stepping away. That's what gets them open, and then they wail away with their big shot. All right, so hopefully that's helpful to you. That's our little ideas about the stances. Your homework, if you want to do it, is just to rally and then do what I did for Marty. Call out what you're doing. Call out neutral, closed or open, and just kind of take an audit of what you're actually doing. All right, so hopefully that's helpful to you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on any one of our 2 websites, our coach's website, which is tennisdrills.tv, you can head on over there. If you're watching this also on our free website, which is jorgecapestany.com, that's where I would love for you to leave a message. You can scroll down and leave a comment, tell us what you like, what you don't like, We'll like to listen to everything. If you leave a comment and you have a question, you can add it to the comment, and I'll make sure that I'll respond, because we read all the comments and we respond to all the questions that come up in there. And thank you for checking us out. Thanks, Marty.